Yep, yep. I owe you. I owe you something. You want something, and you gotta pay for it. I give you something in return for your money, for you know, the way, what you're gonna render. The service I render. Ooh, if that, I don't know if that's sign language or not. We gonna find out. Is this sign language? Thank you. Hey, all right. Good day to you. All right, I'm here. The champion is here. That was awesome what we had. But this one's called IOU. The basic IOU. The basic IOU sometimes get paid. Sometimes people come and just give you a little bit of money. At least they tried. In the state that I'm in the state of the United States, $1. Do I have a dollar? I don't know. Let's see. $1. Yeah, we're going there. We're going there quick. Yeah, I had a meeting with the my landlord is in the hospital and on ICU. And boy, I didn't want to hear that. And his significant other just came up and told me that he was gone, and I got to deal with the significant other for the next 3 weeks. I said everything's gonna be tight. Everything gonna be tight. $1. $1. It's called intent to pay. $1. They hate you paying $1 on your bill. They hate that. $1 money order, $1 cash, $1 check. It's not even worth the thing is printed on. $1 in credit. Oh man, the credit transaction costs $3 every time I swipe it. They hate the dollar. They hate it. But it's called intent to pay, and it holds up in court. It holds up in court. How do I know? Because I know. Because I've been using it for a long time to keep my truck or keep my van or keep my whatever. When I got more, I give them more. Sometimes it was a child support thing. Held up in court though. He kept sending $1. Your Honor, we don't know if he knows what he's supposed to pay for child support. He's paying a different amount every day. Oh, you can't pay every day? You can't pay the child support every day? Every day I was sending a check. Different amounts. It all added up. So yeah, no, I used the intent to pay law in my state. It's something nobody else can do. I did it with Ford Motor Credit. Had a brand new Ford Escort. If you remember that car. A little bitty car. But it was a payment that you never finish paying. You'll never finish paying on all the credit. Same thing with child support. You'll never finish paying unless you pay extra every day. I paid it. Every time I passed the place or thought about them, I send my payment. Yeah, but why won't other people pay me that? Give me the restitution to say, hey, I don't have that $100 I owe you. I don't have that $200 I owe you. But here's a penny. They won't even give me a penny. Here's a nickel. One thin dime. Won't even shine your shoes on Broadway. But they're dead wrong. I know who they are. 'Cause I can play this here guitar. And one day they'll know I'm a star on Broadway. On Broadway. Yeah, you do what you can. That's exactly what it is. You do what you can and it's called intent to pay. They can't mess with you. Ford Motor Credit, they hated that. They hated it. They hated it. But they cashed that $1 check. I got proof. They cashed that $1 check. When I couldn't pay my car note, they cashed that one. I never got the car towed. I never got the car repoed. The truck I had, they got repoed. That was during the Twin Towers incident. Go figure. Everything went down. Jibbity, jibbity, jibbity. And I had to do what I could do. And sometimes I couldn't even pay $1. And they came and got that bad boy. I got out of repo, they came and got it again. I'm thinking, hey, I'm looking up to the sky, I'm like, God help us. I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen. That was worse than the pandemic, was the Twin Tower thing. The whole thing went upside down. I was like, no, don't tell me metal, all this metal and wires and stuff, all this stuff was 10, 15 cents a pound. I was like, I can't make no money like that. I can't. Cardboard was higher than metal. That's messed. Paper was higher than metal. Blank sheets of paper. Come on, Mr. Prop Man. Blank sheets of paper. $14 a pound. Go figure. Go figure. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Sometimes that's the way things go on that one. I was stuck on the floor for real. And I didn't know what I was trying to do. So yeah, I come with content, man. I come with something to say every time I get on here. Hey man, thank you for her coming and let me know that all my prayers are sent to him. This man has gave me a chance for 21 years. This is my 22nd year being here. And yeah, I'm not a menace. I wouldn't be here if I was 22 years, if I was a bad guy. So I'm kind of family. And we all went to different schools that were connected. So I have to remind her sometimes, hey, I'm your buddy's buddy. I went to private school. Y'all went to public school. And then when I got out of private school, I went to the other public school. We were rival teams. My best friend was your best friend, and you didn't even know it. I'm like, dude. So my condolences in my heart to my main man. I can't even say his last name. It's so weird, a weird last name. I think it might be German. No, I don't think it's German. I think it's Irish or maybe Finnish. Because they got money and they can do whatever they want to. And they can buy me out 15 times, but I just want to let them know I'm a human, man. Just because I'm black skinned don't mean that I'm less than anything. I'm not less than anything. Hey, what's up now? Already, I see you. Hello. Yeah, thank you for coming through. Thank y'all for coming through. Yeah, Isabella, already, I appreciate y'all coming through. I owe you me. BB and CC Winders had a song called I Know I Owe You Me. And I asked my mom, I said, Mom, you don't remember that song? No, da 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 da. I know I owe you me. I owe you me. And they talking about God. For all the things that God pulled you out of in the 0 hour. Oh God, please, please. I gotta pay this such and such bill in the 0 hour, in the 0 nanosecond. He comes through for you in some kind of way. Sometimes it don't happen at all. But most of the times, he saves you. Somebody. Who is that? Opportunity. Open the door. Oh man. You want a job? Go look for a job. Oh, I love Richard Pryor too. I love Robin Harris. I love those guys, man. I love Bernie Mac. Love Red Fox. I love them all, man. I love them all, bro. Oh, them guys had some serious good skits. And that's a derivative of the skit. That's not even the way the skit goes. I could say that joke too, but we're not going to go there. This is my show today. This is I owe you. I owe you a thank you for being so kind to me, for being open and letting me know. Amen. deSz'e, you got it if you pay attention to the guidelines. If you follow this formula, you're gonna be all right, deSz'e. I'm still working on it every day. This video is about to go today. I got my other stuff set up. And that's what I was telling the landlord's his significant other. I was like, hey, I'm gonna do a video. I got a customer coming. 2 customers done fumbled the last 2 nights. So it goes to the next person. I gotta have that Skrilla. I need that money right now. Right now. I'm gonna ride my bike to the bank to put in a deposit. So I can pay on the debts that I owe. I ain't no chump. I'm serious about mine. If I owe you money, I'm coming to pay it for you. If I owe on a ticket, man, I've been paying on a ticket since the pandemic. They wrote me a $1,200 ticket for having a busted tail light. And I think that was right before the computers changed over and they could read the registration. I owe $100. I've been paying $300 in insurance every month. It's called an SR22. I have to show that I'm liable to pay them this crazy amount of money just to insure them that I'm not riding without insurance. I understand. Until I pay this last $100, then the insurance will go back down. Then I won't have to pay that money to the ticket. The ticket will be paid. And they're being so nice to me. We've been paying a payment plan for the last 4 years. Intent to pay. Believe it works. In my state. So yeah, if I gotta pay $1, I'll pay $1. I appreciate you. Thanks, Isabella. Thanks to Shauna Success Systems. And hey, man, that's what we do. This is deSz'e Scrap TV. Today, the basic I owe you. I owe you. I owe the letter O, which is abbreviated for OWE. It means I owe you something. I owe you. You can put a U or you can put YOU. Abbreviated again. Acronym of some type. So yeah, I used to be a teacher. I used to teach English too. And grammar. History, math, and science. Computer science. I rewrote curriculums. And I owe them that. I owe them for that. I didn't have no degree. I did not have a degree. They hired me and they gave me that teacher salary. Boy, I'd never do that again. Never say never. I was almost a doctor without being a doctor. I worked for the hospital, the main hospital here in town. But I was in technology. I was on the computers without a degree. I said, I want to fly into flying. I want to, when I come out of my mama's womb, I want to start running. No baby steps for me. You got me messed up. I was in Germany running. Remind me of my grandson. My grandson is fast like that. He is so advanced. He's so much advanced. I'm like, dude. And they say, yeah, you honor your grandchildren. That's the one you leave your legacy to, your grandchild. And I owe him me. I owe him. I'm my one grandchild. I owe him me. I owe him something. So yeah, let me pull up the chat here in a minute. The TV, I can plug it up right now, but I'm doing something else. And I don't have my visual aid ready for today. Because I just woke up. I'm glad I woke up before the show. Because if they would have caught me asleep. No. She wanted to just let me know that she's running the show for now. For the next 2-3 weeks. So God blessings go out to my man, my homeboy, my main man. Bought me a truck. He bought me a truck too. Ooh, they didn't like that. They didn't like when they bought me a truck. They were like, what? You bought this Negro a truck, a vehicle? Yeah, he's paying me in payments. You Negro lover. Oh, we had to get him, man. We had to get him, God. God, thank you. My God. God. Yes, I have to throw racism back in your face. My God told me to say that. You Negro lover. And they're not Negro either. The other N-word. They did not like the whole family, both sides of the family. They did not like him buying me, my black butt, a truck to keep my business going. I was down on my luck. My daddy wouldn't do nothing for me. My mama couldn't do nothing. They were strapped. Kinfolk, my cousins. My cousin was rich. He got a settlement from his mother passing away. He was so rich. He was getting whatever my auntie got when before she passed. She had a thing, I think it was before AT&T. What was the other phone company? Southern Bell. Southern Bell. She worked for Southern Bell. And whatever pension plan she picked, man, that was the best one ever. She left them kids that money in a wheel. And that wheel money, they get, like, I think it's $200,000 every month if they want it. Every time they took it out, I mean, you will just start replenishing on the thing, but there was so much interest accruing that it would be there the next month. They were rich, man, for a minute. And we were talking about going into business and stuff together, but they squandered that money. They squandered it. She said, watch them. And my dad was the benefactor over the counts. If you leave it in there, it compounds. Boom, boom, boom. Like millions of dollars. I'm like, whoa. Now they both broke. Now they broke. Now they broke. They asked me, can they come live with me? I love y'all too, man. I love y'all too, man. Hey, that's how it goes, man. You can't tell a rich man to do with his money, or a fool to do with his money, man. You can't tell them nothing. They never had money like that. And she knew it. That's why she made my dad the grandfather of the account, the guardian. They had to go to him to get the money out of the bank. They were buying all kind of fancy cars, houses, and everything. Jewelry, everything. They were letting everybody know they had money. They squandered that money. Squandered it. We could have built a super empire with that money. No. 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 They want to do what they want to do. That was their choice. I don't owe them nothing. And when they didn't have nothing, come borrow money from me and never pay it back. You know that burn. That burn right there. Stipulations of this particular will. Check this out. Stipulation of the will was you can't go to jail or you lose validity to withdraw money from this account. millions of dollars. You know, I don't know who got a plan like that. Because, man, I would love to have a money that never goes out. It was like Brewster's Millions. You have to spend this money. You got rules on how you can spend it. You couldn't go buy paraphernalia. You couldn't buy certain things. You had to buy by her rules that she set up under her account for her will. And she passed earlier than she was supposed to. It was a misdiagnosis from the doctor. The doctor misdiagnosed her. So she put a lawsuit on him. That's more money coming, right? So she left here very fast. She left here, they said she had a couple months to live. She died, went off about 3 months later. But she wanted to make sure her estate was taken care of. The little mansion that she had, gone. Horses, cows, all that stuff is gone. It's all gone, man. Dude, boy, black people, teaching us black people how to sell. Teaching black people how to finance their money. Teaching black people who never had money how to act. Boy. Yeah, this is deSz'e, Scrap TV. We call this one the basic IOU. Yeah, I got to share that one out. That one hurt. It hurts. It hurts because we could have went somewhere. My cousin up in California, he was like, did they get a whole bunch of money? I said, you know they did. And my other cousin, my other auntie, she got a lot of money. So the first time I went to jail, boom, whatever you gave her in an envelope and say, hey, happy birthday, happy Hanukkah, happy Thanksgiving, happy whatever it is, Christmas, whatever it is. And you put money in that envelope, she took that money. Since I am the king of props, I'm the king, man. I'm the king. I'm the king of props. I got a shoebox over there too, but I just pulled it out of the trash can. Check it out. Whatever you put, she put it in that box. Close it up. Merry Christmas. Oh yeah, we gonna put that in the box, baby. She don't need your money. She didn't need none of y'all money. She was that rich, that stacked, Catholic. Her faith was different from everybody else in the family. She put it in the back in the envelope. She said, oh, she read the card, and you got the money in the middle of the gift card. Of the holiday card. Fold it back up, put it back in the envelope, and put it in the box. And put the box on the shelf. So check this out. I was commissioned to come clean the house out for me and her son. She only had one son. We come clean the house out, and then there's another company that comes and, just get rid of all this stuff. She renovated everything. She was the first one that had all digital everything, digital appliances. She had flat screen before anybody. She had all this stuff. The oven, she could talk to the oven, and the oven would heat up, and the washing machine was digital. Everything was digital. She had the newest thing. She had the tub that you sit in, walk in there, and then close the door, and the water comes up to you. She got the latest everything. But she put all that money in these boxes, like 30, 40 boxes full of gift cards. She put them on the shelf. Put them all on the shelf. So I'm cleaning out the place. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's money in these. Oh my God, that's the birthday card I gave her back in 72. Not 72, but I am older than I think I am. Because I was It felt like I lived in the 70s. It felt like I lived in the 60s and in the 50s. It's like I knew them a little bit more than I know the 90s and the 2000s, the aughts. So yeah, definitely deSz'e, Scrap TV. When I actually put those in a storage, ooh-wee, nobody knew what I had. Sometimes it was some, some gold chips and stuff that I was keeping, and I had just got a divorce, so, and I brought all my stuff. I still had those boxes, and I would open it up every once in a while and see what was in them envelopes. $40, $60, $80, $100. It was all that. Okay, I went to jail, and that was because of that court date. Some told me, don't go, don't go, don't go. Miss the court date again. Miss it again. But I'm Mr. Honest Abe. I'm saving myself. Yeah, I go in there. I didn't miss the court date on this one. No, I went in. And they put your hands behind your back. I'm like, oh man, come on, bro. Stop. Yeah, you in here, we're gonna hold you for 180 days. They owed me for 91 days. I'm like, oh my God. I said, no. So my mother came to visit me at the jailhouse, and she says, thank God. And my dad said he would never visit me in the jailhouse. When my dad came, boy, I started crying. Ooh, I was crying at that visitation. I never wanted to see my dad see me in a cell. I can do it. I can do this without crying. Anyway. The landlord said, hey, he needs to pay his bill. I'm like, Mom, pay the bill, please. Tell him I'm going to be out in 2 weeks. She failed to tell the dude I was going to be out. No, it was like 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. I had 3 to 4 weeks left. I was, contempt or whatever they made me contempt. You got to do what they do. You don't get a bail. Can't bail out. Yeah, they play hardball down here in the South. This is a racket. So I said, hey, man, please tell them, hold on, I'll be right out in just a minute. He had a friend of mine who hauled stuff off, clear up my whole storage thing out. I'm like, what? Yeah, they got your storage. I'm like, oh, Mama, come on, man. No, I told you to tell him, hold on. Give him $1, intent to pay. Tell him I owe him so much. Please keep my stuff. That was Annie's stuff in there. That was the stuff that I had for my marriage. That was my stuff. My wedding ring, all that stuff was in there. She bought me a wedding ring. I didn't buy no wedding ring. She bought straight gold. Silver and gold. Yeah, my ex, she did that. She bought everything. She bought herself a ring. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. I just lost all this gold, all the silver, and all that money in them envelopes. All he had to do was hold on for 2 to 3 more weeks, and I would have paid him that money. Don't you know, the guys told me when I got out of jail, and I said, where's my place at? Everything was gone. And I said, dude, you didn't have to do that, man. You didn't have to do that, man. I was going to pay you your money. The money was in the envelopes. The dude who cleared it out, now he's a mogul right now. He's a franchising mogul for chicken place. He has chicken places all over, all the way to Louisiana, from here to Texas and Louisiana. He's growing like crazy amounts. He used to do recycling pallets and stuff. Anyway, he told me, he said, man, you know how long it took us to clear out that storage? You had took us 3.5 weeks to get everything out of there. And we just took it and dropped it off at the scrapyard. I said, y'all break anything down? He said, nope. I said, y'all dummies. Y'all some dummies. You take all my stuff and just dump it. Yeah, you got paid from homeboy, but you would have got paid from the stuff if you just would have looked and saw it in there. Y'all threw away money, and y'all don't even know it. So that's that particular story. Yeah, me owing money. Yeah, I try to pay back, man. There's a couple other incidents where I wasn't able to pay back. Mark, I apologize, Mark, but you got my truck, man. You got my truck. You got my truck at a very decent price. So I don't owe you nothing, man. Y'all either broke my truck down or what, my box truck. I appreciate you saving me that day. Got me a new cell phone. Everything went up in flames. The engine caught fire and blew the whole truck sky high. I was trying to reach for my wallet. The flames just... I was like, oh no, I've never been in a fire vehicle situation. I'm scared it's going to blow up. But the fire just kept going up. I'm like, forget that wallet. Forget that phone. Forget the insurance papers. All that. Forget everything I left in there. My wallet. I had like $250 in that wallet. Gone. Everything was singed. Gone. I had to ask for permission at the recycling center to bring in burnt material. There's a rule against that. Anyway, I pay attention to all that stuff. Yeah, this is deSz'e Scrap TV, man. I have to let you know, man. This one's called, the basic IOU. IOU. A-E-I-O-U. And sometimes Y. Yeah, I have to do it that way. So let me see what y'all say right now. Let me see what you say. Let me see what you say. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. Let me say something. Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me say something. Shoot. This has been a ride roller coaster, boy. This has been a ride roller coaster. I'm glad that I can remember these things. I used to wonder how Howard Stern would remember. Yeah, I wore a green jacket with a red lapel on it in 3rd grade. I'm like, dude, how do you remember all that? How? People are always recalling stuff that happened in their youth. But now I think I'm at that age, man. Now it's all coming back to me now. All of it. I couldn't even think of that. All I wanted to do was my music. I was never into girls. I was just into my music. I only got a girlfriend because all my homeboys had one. They got living girlfriends. They having kids and stuff. I'm like, oh my goodness, I want a living girlfriend. My parents weren't having that, but so yeah, at that, man. I'm looking for my glasses now. And I don't even see them because I want to put up on the screen. So hold on just a second. Let me put up on the screen because I'm not being really squinting. And I'm going to squint one time. Already. Remember what you have going on now. God will bless you. Oh, I appreciate it. I know it. This. Whoa, we already started to a wild year, man. We started to a wild year, and I love it. I'm strapped in. Put my seatbelt on. Because the centrifugal force is blowing my hair back. I gotta put these on. Put these glasses on. I'm like the dude in the RCA commercial. He's in the seat. He's blown away by the sound. THX. The fan is blowing. The dog is over there by the chair. RCA Victor. Yeah, the centrifugal force and the wind erosion is too much to take. So, but I'm taking it. I'm bearing it out. I'm floating this one. I'm winning this one. I'm gonna win this one. So I gotta remember I put money in this box, right? Amy didn't care about that. She got money. What's the name of that company? AIG. Yeah, I remember that. Because we set up gift baskets at their building. And we sold gift baskets and cheese boards and purses at AIG. Remember AIG scandal? You remember the AIG scandal, man? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. This is a big insurance firm, and or health insurance firm. I'm not sure, life insurance. It ripped off a lot of people, man. I think the head dude ran off with the money, like Bernie Madoff, made off with the money. I'm like, oh, they weren't in business too much more longer after that, but she used to work for them. So her pension plan was incredible. Yeah, big money. We're talking big money. Let me get that kind of money. Let me get that kind of money. Yeah, let me scratch this scratch off. I got a lotto ticket that nobody scratched off. Found it in the parking lot. The mall down the way, they gave me all the parking light cans. All of them. All of them. And since I'm the dean of props, this is what they look like. This is all aluminum. All aluminum. These are the parking lights. Oh, they're heavy. They're so heavy. So much copper and so much brass in them. Oh, jeez, Louise. I made trips on foot since my car transmission has been fixed. I went on foot and picked these up with my pallet jack and my chair jack and my two-wheeler. I made 5 trips over there yesterday, and I think we got 8 more cans coming tomorrow. If you can see and visualize how big this is, how big the other parts are, heavy is all outdoors. They changed these out for the new LED lights. This is the old halogen lights. Old halogen lights. Yeah, on Scrap TV, this is deSz'e, and you see something you never see on anybody's channel. I always bring the heat. I bring it. These are heavy, and I gotta break these down. I gotta take the little hinge off, and the hinge is aluminum, and the fittings are brass. The light bulb, they're outlawed now. You can't sell those kind of light bulbs no more. They made that for the United States. You cannot do it. So they're changing out all their light fixtures. I get the rest of the whole parking lot. They got like 10 more to do. So I gotta get those Monday. I need that money. I need that kind of money. That's a lot of aluminum. The whole thing is aluminum. Aluminum based. Let me go take this back out here. Ooh, that's a lot of bread. That's a lot of bread. These cost a lot of money. It's the old school. That's the old school, buddy. Oh, jeez. Jeez, Louise. That's the old school. And let me see this other light. Let's see the other. I got one more light. Show that. Show the other light. Yeah. This is actually heavier than the other one. Ain't that crazy? This one's actually heavier than the other one. Look at that. That's the old school lights. That's the lights that be in the parking lot when you go to a shopping mall, a shopping place. And look at that wire still there. Look at that big old thick wire right there. Yeah. Ah, it's heavy as all outdoors. This is all aluminum. You know what I'm saying? Hollow. It's usually hollow. That's cast aluminum. Anyway, that's what I got. I got the whole parking lot. And they're going to take the rest of them down Monday. So if you can take them off the property, because we don't have nothing to do with them. We put up the new LED lights. And that's the trend we're doing. That's all we're getting. But you can have all this stuff. I call the company, and I call the company that's doing the job. So yeah, these are old school lights. These are old halogen light bulbs. Wow. Big bread. Look at the brains on Brad, yeah. Because I'm trying to fulfill that dream. Fixing my front teeth. I gotta get this done. I gotta get it done. I gotta get tax situation taken care of, LLC, all this stuff. I gotta do all these things really quick and do it really well. And a lawyer and all that stuff to represent me, all this stuff has to go right. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go overseas, man. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go right now. And not in a bad way. I don't want to be enlisted in no army or military service. Not right now. No, nowhere they take me right now. I'm at the best shape of my life right now. No, I'm trying to go over there to do my business. So that's where it's at, man. If you heard Dapper PH, man, I was on Dapper's show today. They joked about me for 45 minutes. Ha 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 ha. He kept hitting the laughing button. Talking about my voice. And he played Louis Armstrong for me. He said, the joke he made 3 weeks ago, that was a worldwide diss. He said, I went to deSz'e's channel, and deSz'e, I'm going to tell this one. He said, I went to deSz'e's channel, and deSz'e sound like, I'm thinking, oh, wow, he's a cool musician and all that. But when he started talking, I said, deSz'e don't need to be singing nobody's song. Oh, that was a good joke, Dapper. Gen X was there today too. He was there last night. And I read through all your stuff. That's at the very end of the video. I came back and resumed the video that we did this morning. And I went through everybody's question and answered those questions as well. I'm just glad nobody got offended by this morning's topic or this morning's spinoff. That wasn't in the script. That last part wasn't in the script. So I had to answer those and address that from my intellect. But Dapper PH and Phil Dahl, all them was over there. JaVale, Jancy wasn't there today, but JaVale was there. She said, she called my name out. JaVale is so talented. She can play guitar and sing at the same time and dance at the same. I'm like, wow, you guys are so talented. But Dapper PH, boy, he just kept going on. He went off on me for at least about 45 minutes. And I laughed and giggled with him. But I said, yeah, I'm going to sing that Louis Armstrong song, What a Wonderful World. And he played it. After he saw what I typed in the chat, he played it. And I said, boy, you on point. Thank you, Dapper. Thank you. Thank you, Dapper PH, Phil Dahl. All my people in the Philippines, Canada, yeah, the United States that are Filipino. Love y'all, man. Y'all are something else. Y'all have fun. We have fun together. We laugh in the middle of the night. I be in a chat. We be laughing. Boy, we'll laugh for 30 minutes. Just joking about certain things. There's something else that we're miles away from each other. So, yeah, that was a good day today. Me and Dapper PH. He just kept going. 45 minutes talking about deSz'e. Oh boy, that was funny. That was just funny. You couldn't make this one up. This is all the way. This is a worldwide roasting session, all the way from Philippines over here. Talking about deSz'e and his voice. I appreciate it, man. I gotta use it though. I gotta use it before I lose it. Some days I'm really good, and I sound like my old self. I think we played a clip at the end of this last video. Played a clip, and it's me talking so clear, like an announcer. I used to do announcing, and I was like, "Is that me?" Yeah, it's me, because I wrote the script. I was like, "Wow, dude, that's my original voice." But I could always throw my voice into other people's characters, and I mimic your voice. And I'd mimic you so much you'd be pissed off. Stop, deSz'e, stop doing it. You sound exactly like me. So anyway, hey, we're gonna use this voice though to our utmost. If I gotta do Louis Armstrong, and I gotta do Joe Cocker, Wolfman Jack, Tone Loc, then that's what I gotta do, man. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm still finna do me. I'm still gonna have a good time. This is not a game. Yeah. This is not a game. Yeah, this is today's program was called The Basic IOU. And I heard you, Luciano, talk about people not paying you back, burning bridges. I know it. I know that feeling. I know you know. You the one telling me how my people are acting a fool. My people are acting a fool right now. It's not even lack of knowledge, it's a lack of respect. They know where I'm at every day. I'm right here. I'm right here. Dude just texted me, "Where you at?" I'm still right here. I'm looking at him through the text like this. You know I'm over here. You know I'm over here. Quit playing with me, dog. I've been here since the last time you saw me. Really. Dude wrote in the text, Unc, I ain't seen you in 2 weeks. Dude, I've been here ever since. Why didn't you find me? I'm like Jesus. When he says, why didn't you visit me? I was in jail and you didn't even come visit me. That hurt my feelings when my son's mother didn't visit me. She the one put me in there. The second time, she wouldn't even visit me. Why didn't you visit me? That hurt my feelings. I said, you a very good Christian, ain't you? Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. Son, nobody came and visited me but my mom and daddy. And my girlfriend's kids. Because my girlfriend at the time, she had a warrant. She couldn't come visit. Or they gonna lock her butt up. She ain't gonna pay no ticket. Her kids came. I said, put your hand on the window. Put your hand on the window. Okay? And they put their hand on the window. They matched my hand. I said, thank you. I just need to feel real while I'm in here. I need to know there's some kind of reality here that's going to happen. I'm going to learn from this situation. And I got lost in the system the second time. I did almost 141 days in there. Close to 180. Then I did another 100 and something. And my days was up and they wouldn't let me out of there. I was like, oh man, I done got lost in the system. Oh, I was in there. I'm like, boy, y'all trying to make me like this place. I don't like this place. I'm finna use everything. I'm in the law library every day that I can. I'm in prayer call. I'm going to see the chaplain. I'm talking. Hold on a second. Hold on just a second. This is the new customer. Okay. So yeah, no, that's where it is. This is deSz'e Scrap TV. Sometimes you hear some crazy things over here. Sometimes you hear something that's very sensible. You'll learn something over here. This is just that kind of party, man. I have to turn this into what I need to make it into. This is not my therapy. I'm therapeutic to sometimes, to some degree for myself. But we mess around in your thought card and you make you think like, dang, this boy did a couple things. And he worked a lot of different places. Like I see you do, LaShawna. People don't know that you went through a lot of different professions. And you gather all this information and such. So while I'm in jail, I go to see anybody wants to go see the chaplain? Anybody want to help us take out trash? Anybody want to help down in the kitchen? Anybody want to, they call my last name. Hey, can I get him to come with me? Because I was the best worker. The best worker in jail. They call me a super trustee. I ain't licking no booties and stuff. I ain't brown nosing nobody. I'm not trying to get extra treats, just for treats. I'm doing a good job because that's what I do out here in the real world. And they love me like that. They got respect for me when I see them at the grocery store. How you been, man? We friends on the outside. Yeah, I get to know the officers. I give them respect. I owe them that. They owe me respect back. The basic I owe you is not always bad context. I owe you good things because it's the way it goes. It's karma. It's the way it works. Okay? And I was actually their boss, the sheriff, the head jail person, the head sheriff. We talking to each other at her re-election. And I'm out there campaigning for her. I get favor. One of the guards say, hey man, can you talk to her about giving me a raise? I said, I know your boss. And your boss is boss. I know the DA. I know all these people in government. I'm like, dude, I'm not a joke. So no, dude. And I come through, I don't want to know everybody what's going on. Who is your candidate that's the House of Representatives? Who is the candidate in the Senate? Huh? Who's the judge of the Court of Appeals? Come on, you need to know these things. Yeah, I vote locally and I vote nationally. So yeah, I'm serious about mine. I'm serious about mine. Very serious. Very serious. So yeah, I owe them respect and they owe me respect back. That's the way it works. And they told me that when I got in the police car. They were like, this is on the honor system. You get put in the ag tank if you come in there ag. When we tell you put your hand behind your back and you start talking crazy and fighting us and stuff, you going to the ag tank. You're going to be in there with the dudes who's going to kick your butt. You might get had the other way. Ain't no camera in that tank. The SRTs don't even go in there. Now you go quietly. You have a right to remain silent and all that. Your attorney, your Miranda rights, all that. Yeah, you got to give them respect. And then they give you respect. And you get placed in the right part of the jail. I'm in there with the microwaves, the ice machines, and flat screen TVs. I'm like, air conditioning. I'm like, this is a hotel, man. I'm like, y'all trying to make me like this, ain't you? Quit. I want to go home. Anyway, we're going to count it down. This is deSz'e. We count it down at the end of my particular program. And I'm going to read your things in just a second. Let me go ahead and count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And you know, this is deSz'e, Scrap TV, man. We did it again. I know. The basic I owe you. The basic I owe you. They used to write those back in the stores. They said, you go to the store, I need to get this. Minute Maid wasn't even made back in the days. It was just, it was just called juice. They didn't even have enough letters and colors to put on it was a plain brown paper on the carton. Didn't even have a top like this. You had to open it like this. Oh, jeez. So yeah, that's how it was though. And when you couldn't pay, that was credit. That was your credit card. It's called an IOU. They take the paper. Say, okay, Mr. Man, you want to buy such and such? And let me, here you go. There's your IOU. Pay it next Friday, okay? Tell your mama I said hi. Oh, IOUs were it was a noble thing. It was righteousness, and it was held up high in decision. Everybody had to pay their IOUs or you would be excommunicated in the community. No, you don't get away with not paying back in the day. Ain't no running off on the plug back in the day. So yeah, let me read what you got. What you got? She said, I used that and knew it was your voice. I heard, knew it was your voice already. Skies are blue, red roses too. I'm learning the words to this now. I punned on the other one. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yeah. Dad, I won't do that no more. Yeah, I asked the girl at the store the other day. I said, y'all take IOUs? Yeah, she had to be old enough to understand. The kids don't understand IOUs at all. They don't. They trying to fool somebody. Run off on the plug is what it's called now. You got the stuff? We ain't coming back. We ain't not gonna get no money out of me. No, dog. No. We ganking everybody. We getting everybody stuff and not playing them. Yeah, that come back to you one day, boy. That's gonna come back to you in a bad way. Karma will come to you. And you will have to pay one day. One day you here, and the next day you gone, but you're gonna pay for something. You might pay for it in the afterlife. And that's gonna be hell to pay. There you go. Could have made it to call hell to pay. That could have been the topic tonight. Hell to pay. But now we kid gloves. Basic IOU. Just trying to show people the relevance. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for coming through, LaShawna. Thank you. Thank you very kindly. All the people in them bushes. And it seemed like 5 or 6 people in them bushes. And didn't even give me a like. Go on, give me a like, number 2. Clink, clink. Go on, vote. It's hard to get I mean, I'm not gonna say it's hard. I'm just gonna say it's a different thing until everybody knows that you're on at 5 o'clock on a Saturday. Sunday morning is the same kind of situation where it's kind of dry, not there, and everybody's live. It's like 50 people live right now, and I understand. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you came through, and you hollered at your man. It's deSz'e, Scrap TV. We did it again. We came through, gave you some bonuses, gave you some insights on my life, things that I've done, things that how I paid some deals, and they couldn't stand it. They didn't like that. They didn't like me paying $1, nor did the music store. She said, "Oh my God, I don't bill it. You paid $1 for 3 months, and you got a brand new keyboard, the new keyboard that just came out on layaway. You just kept coming in, putting $1 on it every day, 2 times a day, 3 times a day, just $1. And my last payment was $1. I said, yeah, there's a principle to this whole story. You must show some intent to pay. If you got a dream, and like you said, stack your coins. Stack your coins. Wow. I just had my car detailed for $215. And they picked all the pennies up in the car and put them in a bag. Oh my goodness, I thought I collected this. Yeah, I collected it virtually. I collected it virtually. I thought I'd find it quick over there. Yeah, man. Yeah. A Ziploc bag. I don't even know where I put it now. It's a Ziploc bag this long with nothing but pennies, quarters, nickels, and dimes. That's how much change I had in the car. I said, I know I'm gonna win this. I know, I told you that. I said, I'm gonna win this challenge. The bag was filled from here to here. It was a good Ziploc too, because you'd think it would tear. It was filled. It was that wide. Nothing but pennies and dimes and quarters. I said, wow, I amassed a lot of change. So I gotta put it in the water thing or something, try to dissolve and get all that corrosion off of the money. Because the stores, they don't like dirty money. They don't like the cruddy looking pennies or cruddy looking quarters. They won't take them, they won't accept them. And I want to cash it in before change is over with. Because that's coming next. Change will not be around anymore. We know what the future is. They won't do that every time to everyone. Yeah. They won't do that anymore. I got it. Use what you have and be thankful. You still have a voice indeed. And we got to learn that sign language next. Because them 2 days, and it was like a night into the afternoon. So it spans 2 days. Where it spans 2 days where I was speaking and nobody could hear me. I'm like on mute. I'm like, this is crazy. Now this is crazy. I'm really trying to put forth an effort to talk, and nothing came out. She says, I can't hear you. Whoa. So yeah, we will check that out, but hey man, y'all didn't tell Red Fox to go check his voice out. Y'all bought his album. So yeah, we're gonna do this one, man. We're gonna do this one. So shout out to Dapper PA, shout out to LaShawna Successive, Anisha LTVs, Tantrum Nose. Shoot, Snapback had 4 accounts open last night. She has network, she has Snapback something else, and Snapback something else, Snapback. She said she had 3 accounts, but she had 4. I'm looking at them, I'm like, yo, is that another Snapback? Come on, man. And I was in her live that night that she said, that ain't even my name. My name ain't even Trishana. I be paying attention to people's lives when they be on. And then shout out Kids from Jay came back through. That was cool. That was cool. She comes around every once in a while. And shout out to Wee Skittles 22. That's something else, man. Yeah, I was reading all the names a while ago. And I'm like, man, this was cool. Last night was awesome. Off the chain. That was incredible. Like a little marathon. And the thing you said about the 7-minute run, oh, that's going to be fun. You only got 7 minutes. And you got to hit them. Hit them quick and we go to the next person. Everybody go over there at 7 minutes. That's going to be awesome. So anyway, we talk to y'all in a minute, man. We out of here, man. This is deSz'e, Scrap TV. We did it again. We came through. We kicked butt. Took names. We chewed bubblegum. We danced on you. And we showed you something that we never seen before. And let's handle this business. Let's see if somebody want to make that day, make that change. We'll talk to y'all in a minute. Peace out.